Hi, everybody. This is Lois Banks coming back. And I'm asking everybody around the world to agree with me that we will not go to war with Iran. My dad was in the Army for over 20 years. He made a career out of, serving in the Army. And, our veterans, when they go to war, they have so many psychological uh, things that come against their mind from being in war, because it's not normal to kill hundreds and thousands of people. It's not something God placed inside of us to do. So when we go against our nature and we start killing, thousands and thousands and thousands of people, it affects the mind, it affects the heart, the soul. And my dad, when he came back from the Army, he had night sweats. He used to wake up in the middle of the night screaming. One time in front of my oldest daughter, he dropped down to his knees, thought he was back in the war. He ended up getting some psychological help for that, going to, some counseling sessions with other veterans. But war is evil. There's nothing good out of war. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. And the people who are making the decision to go to war, they don't have their hind parts in battle. They're on the other side making decisions for other people's children to go to war. That means lives are going to be lost. Children are not going to have their parents. Parents are not going to have their children. It's just not, nobody's the winner in a war. So I'm asking for saints everywhere to agree with me in prayer that we go after the spirit of murder and just shut that down. And we just gonna bind up, war with Iran and all that nonsense. And pray that God will say something to President Trump. This is no time to be arrogant and be playing around with the Twitter account. This stuff is getting serious. And, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to anybody. I don't want nothing bad to happen to the United States of America and their soldiers. I don't want nothing to happen bad to Iran and their soldiers. I want everybody to live in peace and have intelligence and sit down with some maturity and figure this thing out. So I'm asking people around the world to agree with me in prayer that we will not go to war. I used to be a supervising nurse for veterans here in Detroit, Michigan, and over the Ann Arbor branch. And our poor veterans, once they went to war and battle, was used up and wounded, and when they come back to the United States, they're mistreated. They're not taken care of well. And I did everything my best to be an advocate for the veterans. And I try to make sure they had quality health care, had everything that they need. I would make home visits to make sure the veterans had what they needed as a nurse, and to make sure they were taken care of properly. So often our veterans, they go over there and they fight in a war and they protect the country, and then they come back to the United States and they're not treated well at all. They're not taken care of well at all. I'm a firsthand witness to that. They're discarded, they're mistreated, and I don't want to see anybody go to war. Nobody go to war. I want all hotheads to sit down and be mature, and let's save some lives. Let's save lives. Let's not kill people. Let's not murder people because somebody didn't like what the other person said and all this kind of foolishness. This is some serious stuff, and I'm asking everybody from around the world to agree with me in prayer. We could do it. Thank you so much.